Throughout his ministry, Jesus performed miracles that revealed his power, his compassion, and his identity as the Son of God. These weren't just supernatural acts. They were signs pointing to a greater truth. God is near, God is powerful, and God cares. Today, journey with me through some of the most astonishing miracles Jesus ever performed. Jesus' first miracle took place at a wedding in Cana. When the wine ran out, Jesus' mother told the servants, "Do whatever he tells you." Jesus instructed them to fill 6 jars with water. He touched them, and the water instantly turned into the finest wine. A quiet miracle, but a powerful message. When Jesus steps into your life, he transforms everything. It shows that even in moments of social embarrassment or simple need, he is present and ready to bring unexpected joy and abundance. A huge crowd followed Jesus into the hills. They were hungry, tired, and far from home. All they had was a boy's small lunch, 5 loaves and 2 fish. But in Jesus' hands, little becomes much. He blessed the food, multiplied it, and fed over 5,000 people with baskets of leftovers. This miracle shows that God is more than enough for every need. No matter how small our resources seem, when we offer them to him, he can multiply them beyond our wildest imagination to provide for the masses. One night, the disciples struggled against violent waves. Then they saw a figure walking on the sea. It was Jesus. He stepped on the storm as if it were solid ground. When he reached the boat, the wind stopped instantly. This miracle shows your storm is never stronger than your Savior. Even when the chaos of life feels overwhelming and we feel like we're sinking, Jesus demonstrates his authority over the very elements we fear, offering us a path of peace right through the middle of it all. A man blind from birth sat begging for mercy. Jesus made mud, placed it on his eyes, and said, "Go wash in the pool of Siloam." The man obeyed and came back seeing for the first time in his life. This miracle proves that Jesus not only opens eyes physically, but spiritually. It's a powerful picture of how he can take the common things of this world, like dust and water, and use them to bring divine healing, opening our eyes to a reality we could never see on our own. Another time, Jesus slept in the boat while a fierce storm threatened to drown everyone. The disciples panicked, shouting, "Lord, don't you care that we are perishing?" Jesus stood, raised his hand, and spoke just 3 words, "Peace, be still." Instantly, the storm obeyed. When Jesus commands, every chaos must surrender. This shows that his peace is not the absence of a storm, but his presence in the midst of it. His authority brings calm not just to the seas, but to our terrified hearts. A 12-year-old girl lay dead. Her father, Jairus, begged Jesus for help. When Jesus arrived, mourners laughed at him. But he took the girl by the hand and said, "Little girl, arise." Her spirit returned, and she stood up. Nothing is too dead for Jesus to restore. This tender moment reveals his power over death itself and his deep compassion for a grieving family. It's a profound reminder that what seems final to us is never final for him. A paralyzed man was lowered through a roof because the crowd was too thick. Jesus saw their faith and said, "Rise, take your bed, and walk." Instantly, strength returned to his legs. This miracle reveals that faith moves mountains and miracles move through faith. It wasn't just the man's faith, but the persistent, creative faith of his friends that caught Jesus' attention. It shows that our belief, demonstrated through action, can create a pathway for God's power to work. In the region of the Gerasenes, a man tormented by many demons lived among tombs. When Jesus approached, the demons begged for mercy. With a single word, "Go," Jesus set the man free. This miracle shows Jesus' unmatched authority over darkness. The man, once a source of terror for his community, was restored to his right mind, clothed, and sitting peacefully. This is a dramatic display of liberation, showing that no spiritual bondage is beyond Jesus' power to break. For 12 years, she suffered, rejected, and weak. But she believed, "If I can just touch his garment, I will be healed." She touched his robe, and immediately power flowed. Jesus stopped, found her in the crowd, and said, "Daughter, your faith has made you whole." Her quiet, desperate faith was seen and rewarded. This beautiful story shows that even the smallest act of reaching out to Jesus in faith can release his healing power and bring complete restoration. A man with leprosy knelt before Jesus and cried, "Lord, if you are willing, you can make me clean." Jesus, moved with compassion, touched him, something no one else would dare to do, and said, "I am willing. Be clean." Immediately, the disease vanished. Jesus not only heals, he restores dignity. By touching the untouchable, Jesus showed that his love breaks through social and religious barriers, offering not just physical healing, but also social and emotional restoration. Peter and the fishermen toiled all night and caught nothing. Exhausted and discouraged, they were washing their empty nets. Jesus told them, "Cast your net again," although doubtful. They obeyed, and the net nearly broke with a massive haul of fish. Peter fell to his knees, realizing he was standing before the Lord of all creation. This miracle shows that obedience to Jesus, even when it seems illogical, can lead to overwhelming abundance and a deeper revelation of who he is. The greatest miracle of all was when Jesus rose from the dead. After being crucified, he conquered the grave itself. The empty tomb proves that Jesus is not just a miracle worker. He is the miracle. His resurrection is the ultimate sign of his divine power and the foundation of Christian faith. And because he lives, every promise he ever made stands forever. These miracles are more than just ancient stories. They are windows into the heart of God. They show us a Savior who is powerful, compassionate, and intimately involved in our lives. If you are moved by these accounts of Jesus' power and love, please like this video and subscribe to the channel for more content that explores the depths of faith. Share this video with someone who might need a reminder that miracles still happen. Thanks for watching.